Alright, we back with another game playing Madden. Franchise mode. You feel me? I think we week 9, I think. Now we're at week 11. Playing the Jets at home. We almost there. Let's get it. It's a rainy day at Gillette Stadium.
Back in Week 8, the Jets lost a thriller in their last game against the Patriots. Can New England do it again? Find out next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us roughly midway between Boston and Providence. Everybody knows it as Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on hand between the New York Jets and the New England Patriots. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Patriots team entering play. They've been the talk of the NFL so far. 9 wins in their first 9 games.
And some people subscribe to the theory that a loss might not be the worst thing for them. They've had it easy all year long. How would they do handling adversity?
Meanwhile, for the visiting Jets, they too come in off the bye, so we should have 2 teams that are eager to get back at them.
And players are creatures of habit. You can bet they enjoyed the time off, but you know they're also ready to get right back into the swing of things.
Let's get it going.
Season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. From the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. We'll get our first look at this New York Jets offense really retooling the last couple of seasons. And at the helm under center, second overall pick from 2021 out of BYU, Zach Wilson.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
The drive starts with a completion left side. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall.
Hold on, let me do something real quick, because I can't switch it so I can make
Here at the 38. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll run with Hall. And he's got some space here. And he gets us all the way down to the Patriots' 5. 58 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Well, we have seen some rookie running backs come in and have a big impact year 1, and this guy would certainly fit that bill as that was one heck of a run there. They'll run with Hall. They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. A break from the ground game here. Flacco. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. What a stand this would to run with Hall. And he's into the end zone.
He got that quick touchdown right there. I'll give it to him.
His 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets are on the board first here this afternoon. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. A time for Mac Jones and his Patriot offense to take the field. Jones now in his second season since being selected 15th overall in 2021.
So no advantage in this game for either quarterback in terms of coming off that open week, huh?
Yeah, they both had bodies.
Both had them, so you got to figure both of them went back, watched some extra tape, polished up their game, checked out their fundamentals. But they also both had an extra week to prepare for each other's defenses. This could be a whole lot of fun.
Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throwing Jones. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones. He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Now Jones. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Myers. And they'll work this down inside the 30. All right, Charles, we've spoken about this offense plenty, how great they've been all year. 9-0 now, into the back half of the season. Super Bowl favorites, without a doubt. I think everyone agrees on that. What do you think is the thing that most stands between them and a perfect season?
I think it's themselves. I think it's their team, how they approach things, how they conduct themselves during the week, practicing, getting ready, and then going out and playing. Can't take your foot off the gas pedal at this stage. Doesn't matter if it's a weak team you're playing or not. Look, when I talk with one of the best golfers of all time, he told me he never played against the field. He just played against himself and his own standard. Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive, stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the 1st. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. So after the conversion on 4th, here's 1st and 10 just outside of the red zone. They'll look to throw again. It's Myers again with another catch. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Off the bootleg, Jones. They'll roll him out right. And it's caught. Touchdown. Jacoby Myers, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked to his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded right around the 8. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, heal up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they are?
The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On 1st down, right back to Hall. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Now Flacco. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
He's a little trigger happy right there. And it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
But we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. He's going to look deep for more. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Down coming from Grady Mail. And deep to return it is Marcus Jones. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Patriots take over. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And this one is incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt. The Patriots send out their punter, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. .47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. And New York set to take the field. And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they had things pointing in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight. And that means this game is vital, extremely important, because they fall 2 games below 500. The road back into playoff contention, awfully difficult.
And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. 83 yards rushing for him, as he has been tough to stop here this 1st half. On 3rd down, here's Hall. And he's got the 1st down before being taken down at the 46. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Flacco from the gun. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. A red zone 1st down for Flacco. Open man is Uzama. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
From the gun, Flacco. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. He's got daylight. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone. The Patriot defense has a touchdown. Now Folk for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Braxton Berrios now from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. And New York set to take the field. Last time, everything looked pretty good except that final play on the pick six. And now they've got to come right back out here, Charles, and try to pick up the pieces and get things going again.
Yeah, it certainly seems dire, doesn't it? But there is a silver lining, and it is hard to see so soon after that touchdown. But the game plan was definitely working. They were generating offense, had to put the
ball has it knocked loose, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown. And maybe that's the perils of being a rookie running back in the NFL. I mean, look, it's not easy to hold on to the ball at any level with these talented guys. But in this league, you can learn a lesson early.
Without a doubt, and what a tough reminder for any running back, especially a rookie. The things you got away with in college probably won't work so well in the NFL.
And oh, he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. Breece Hall helped leading out this offense for another series. Looking for a bounce back. Had the fumble a moment ago that went for a touchdown the other direction. See if he can get back in rhythm.
And you have to be very careful about having too quick of a hook with really good players. I did a guy's game in high school where he fumbled 3 times in the first quarter. Finished with over 300 yards on the night. Later ended up in the NFL. If you got a talented back, give it back to him. And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
Got an open man, that's C.J. Uzomah. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Throwing here on first down, Flacco. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And the Pats are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's caught left side. Myers with it. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Jones, a final shot before break. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Jacoby Myers as time expires in the first half. And the Patriots will extend their lead on the final play of the half. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving. So let's see what's going on around the NFL. We'll start up at Highmark Stadium, just outside of Buffalo. And it's the Browns who are out on top. Deshaun Watson has thrown a touchdown pass. From there, we head down south to Atlanta. Check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And they trail the visiting Chicago Bears. Quarterback Justin Fields with 3 touchdown passes. Finally, let's get you to Baltimore. Check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And for the moment, they find themselves trailing the visiting Carolina Panthers. Baker Mayfield with a couple of touchdown passes. On now to a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Jets. And they didn't get a whole lot accomplished through the air in those first 2 quarters of play. They'll need to up their game if they want to rally all the way back. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, they too didn't throw the ball as well as they would have liked. And I think both teams would say there's room for improvement in the second half. Both these teams getting a chance to dry out, maybe change their cleats if need be. But halftime's just about over. Time to get back to it. And for the call of the second half, here's Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Patriots taking over to start quarter number 3. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Again, it's Harris on second down. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. They run again with Harris. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll try the right side with Harris. And he's going to have a Patriots first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. 2nd and 9. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Open man is Myers. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Well, they found him 8 times in that first half, and this is his first catch of quarter number 3.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league.
They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Quan Alexander, the outside linebacker, coming up to drop him for a loss of a full 10 yards. Another try after the first down sack. Jones. And his throw here is incomplete.
And that's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. He's able to knock that one away.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man is Jacoby Myers. He's got it. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 23. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Harris running straight ahead. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Back to throw. Jones
setting up the screen. Harris. And they're going to be set up now with a ball at the 13-yard line.
Sometimes when you run a screen pass down in the red zone, it's really tough to create a lot of room to operate. The field's pretty condensed. But that was really well designed there, and they're able to pick up a first down.
Man, this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. Jones now throwing on 3rd and long. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Foxborough. We get set for the 4th quarter. Patriots have the lead. They also have the football. And we'll begin it with a field goal try here from the right hash. This from 33.
Folks' kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Takes it at the 7. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Flacco and the Jets now with a 1st and 10
at their own 22. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Now it's Flacco.
Oh, he's going up top for Wilson.
And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, these 2 teams, you might remember, met in Foxborough earlier in the season with the Patriots winning that ball game. So they're trying to win here in Foxborough to capture the season series.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he goes out right around the 39. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Passing play. Flacco. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama.
And he is going to have a Jets first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds
I
up
said I don't
7.
want no breakfast food, girl.
On the draw, it's Hall.
And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did. And remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Here's Flacco.
They'll set up the screen for Hall. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Second down and 8.
Here's Flacco.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked up by Jalen Mills. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
Well, this this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them, play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one fielded at the 5. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this fourth quarter. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Setting up to throw, Flacco. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. 3rd and just 1. It's Flacco. And, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. And again, it's Flacco to throw. Forced out to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Flacco. And this one too low.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contact.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Devin McCourty picks it off, and he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. They hand this off to Harris. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. On the give, this is Harris. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 45 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. They'll run with Harris. Down at the 25. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. Well, on one side of this, Charles, an impressive victory. On the other, I mean, you think about it, they scored in the first quarter, but then they didn't score in quarters 2, 3, or 4. They're going to have a lot of work to do before stepping back on the field.
Yeah, it'll be an interesting tape to analyze, won't it? Because why did it work in the first quarter, but nothing in quarters 2, 3, and 4? So we always talk about adjustments. You don't just wait till halftime. You do it series to series. They'll be working on that in preparation for their next game.
So for the Patriots, they keep on rolling 10-0 now to start the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Jets, it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against the Chicago Bears.
This is the development trait. Superstar and Superstar X Factor players will progress faster over time. Players can improve their development trait by being one of the top performers in the league at their position. This is the Abilities tab. Here you can see what abilities a player has and what effects they have in game. Abilities are available to both Superstar and Superstar X Factor players. Unlock ability slots by improving the player's overall rating.
This. I was ready to go heading into this week, but things just didn't go my way. Once the game started, I needed it. I was asleep over it. I had plenty stuff that is inspiration for I passed the ball to you that whole game. We good now. Advance. Week 12. We're playing the Vikings. 2-0. We gotta be 11-0. Just wanted to say I really appreciate you involving me in the game plan last week. It gets boring out there just running routes and never seeing the ball, you know. Keep throwing it my way. I truly believe I have the potential to be one of the best players on this team. And I need this opportunity to prove it. Bitch code for 3 touchdowns over 150 yards. Receiving. Okay, bet. Thursday night, yeah, we're doing the Thursday night football, huh? Obviously, we have a short week this week. So much time. Yeah, blah, 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 blah. Okay, exactly, and we better than that. Stress to the team. Yes, okay, bet. Beat the Vikings and commit 1 or fewer turnovers. Bet. All right. What we finna do? So I'll be right back. We gotta go do something. do this. Thursday Night Football.
EA Sports brings you a special edition of the National Football League for this Thanksgiving matchup. It's the Pats and the Vikings on Thursday night primetime.
As this crowd rolled into U.S. Bank Stadium, they were bundled up, jackets and scarves, downright cold outside on this November evening. But all good here inside as we welcome you to Minneapolis, Minnesota. Tonight it's the final morsel in our Thanksgiving feast, and we've got a good one in store between the New England Patriots and the Minnesota Vikings. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you look at this Vikings ball club. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Patriots, the bid goes on, doesn't it? A perfect 10-0 to start the campaign.
And it's a good locker room to be in, too. Guys don't show up on game day hoping to win. They expect to win. And so far, they've yet to have a letdown.
Time to set the old turducken aside and get ready for football as here we go on a Thanksgiving night. Marcus Jones going to elect to bring this one out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Well, we get a first look at this Patriots offense and, of course, leading them for his 2nd season. Last year's Rookie of the Year runner-up out of Alabama, Mac Jones.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. So, Charles, you talk about this offense, how well they played. I mean, the defense, too, really. But they're sitting at 10-0 now on the year. 4-0, 5-0, that's nice. But once you start hitting double digits with these wins and no losses, I think the seriousness of the situation, it just has to ramp up.
Yeah, when you do say 10-0, it can't scare you as a team. Just think about it this way. For most of the year, they've been playing to win their division and get to the playoffs. Now the playoffs are just about a foregone conclusion. So now they have to down-focus their thoughts about getting home field advantage and finishing unbeaten, and they need to make sure they keep it in that order.
Throwing Jones. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards, the final tally. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Well, once again, from all of us at EA Sports, happy Thanksgiving. Hope everybody's had a fantastic day on the couch, belt unbuckled, feet up. This, of course, the nightcap to a great day of football here on this Thanksgiving holiday 2022. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? It's who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on the Thursday night. Guys that are extra competitive step, you go to them early on.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Now Jones. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Jacoby Myers with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Patriots will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Nick Folk for the point after. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots. That time, a 9-play drive. And it was all capped off by Jacoby Myers on the touchdown reception. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Vikings offense coming out for the first time, and in his 5th season leading this crew, coming off his 3rd career Pro Bowl nod, Kirk Cousins.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the 1 interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
Running on first down is Cook, but he didn't find much there. Call it a gain of 3. 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They run it again with Cook. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. Now Cousins. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
Justin Jefferson is
4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill. Last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Here's Jones on the return. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10. They'll run. Here's Harris. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's complete into the hands of Myers. And he will have a Patriots 1st down. He needed 5. He got it barely as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. This is Harris. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On the ground, it's Harris. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st.
All right, Jacoby.
Now Jones off the play fake. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the Vikings are going to take possession at their own 16. The Vikings now to start their next drive. 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are things you have to look out for in games like this.
Cousins now to throw on first down. Setting up the screen for Cook. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. Working with a 2nd and 4. Off the play fake. Cousins.
Give me that.
That's going to be intercepted.
One turnover.
Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Patriots force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
Partner, I think this will win a ride very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one. But now playing here on Thursday night, do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum? Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And a big return will get
Dang it, bro.
down to 35. The CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I should have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he should have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So he'll be stopped here for no gain, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quick. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. This will be caught inside the 10. And the Vikings are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Cousins again. He's got his
serious, bro?
man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Amir Smith-Marset, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So we'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he won't quite make it to the 25. New England trying to get a place on offense. For this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They run with Harris. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of 1st down at the 29. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. It was only
has to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And take it right on the 30. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Kirk Cousins and the Vikings offense back on the field. And he had the touchdown on the last drive, also 4 for 4. Very, very effective. What does he need to do to translate that forward into this drive?
Not think that what he saw in coverages last time is exactly what he's going to get again. He's got to play ahead and start thinking to himself, okay, we just did that. What are they going to take away now? What do we go to as a counter? And continue to encourage his offensive line to continue to give him time.
They were really good on the last drive.
Meanwhile, Cousins throw there, taken in by Smith.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. First down, here's Cousins.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
But no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick 6.
And it's plays like that one that made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Nuwanger now from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Vikings going to take over now late in this first half. And with him trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Cousins. Over the middle, complete. It's Cook. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Final play of the half, Cousins. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we've reached halftime here on a Thanksgiving night. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, once again, happy Thanksgiving, everybody, as we'll run you through what's going on both today and later on this weekend. Some great games coming up on Sunday, highlighted by a 1 o'clock matchup in Miami. A good test for the Dolphins as they'll square off against the visiting Houston Texans. In the late afternoon games, it'll be loud in Kansas City, that's for sure, as it'll be the Chiefs taking on the LA Rams. Then on Sunday night, a big one in the NFC to wrap up the holiday weekend. The Packers and Eagles from the Link. Coverage at 8:20 Eastern Time. Time now for a look at the next-gen stats for New England in that first half. And they've had some success on the ground. And with the lead going into the second half, they'll no doubt be looking to keep it going. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, there's a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And they'll need to get things in gear as they trail here at the break. Final adjustments being made in the locker rooms. We're just about ready for the second half from Minneapolis. And for the call, let's rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play.
And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback.
Here comes Kirk Cousins now to lead his offense back out there. And he's looking to take much better care of the football here in half 2 after 3 first-half interceptions.
We don't have to just look strictly at the numbers here. You know what else happens to a team when you turn it over 3 times like that? It erodes confidence in you. And it erodes confidence in the offense. And now you have the defensive guys looking over and saying, what is going on here? And instead of playing for the team, they're playing angry and mad at their teammates.
To throw again on second down. Cousins. Right back to Cook for another completion. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Cousins to throw it. And Wilson with it, complete. And he'll be taken down, but working across midfield. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. So into Pats territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here's Cousins. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. To the air again, it's Cousins. He's got Smith here, and he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage, and that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. They go play action. Cousins. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9.
And the passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Haven't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces 3rd and long.
Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. Looking to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down. And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the 2nd miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he hits another shot.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call. They were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physical. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Here's Jones. Off play action. Open man is Jacoby Myers. He's got it. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards to play. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Harris. Room here to run. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Damian Harris with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Patriots go up by 2 touchdowns.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
Folk connects on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was Damian Harris who finished things off with a touchdown run. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
What's up?
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost.
Look at the room. Look at the room. Hold on. I dropped something. Okay. Look at the closet.
Okay.
Look in the
You got it
door.
clean. You got to keep it that way.
Yep. I know. So, what you doing?
I'm playing the game.
What game you playing?
Madden.
Huh?
Madden.
Madden? Okay. So, hold on. I forgot. That's supposed to be back home. Cause he was gonna do something. Okay. Well, he said he was gonna. He said he was gonna when he gets back he's gonna he's gonna call you
Spit it out, boy. Spit it out. Say what you gonna say.
he's gonna come and he's gonna I think he's gonna call you.
He's gonna call me?
Yeah.
Or are you trying to call me?
I just wanted to say that when he gets back home, when Dad gets
You
back,
trying to get on Messenger, ain't you? So you can play with them little filters.
No.
Yeah, you are.
No, I'm not. How?
'Cause you trying to use his phone.
How?
See? Yep. Bye-bye.
No.
Bye-bye.
I'm sorry. Hold on. Okay.
Okay, I'm in the middle of streaming right now. You interrupting it.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, man. I didn't know that she was doing a YouTube thing. I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's okay.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Tell those people that I said hello.
I'm sure they can hear you.
Okay. Tell them when you hang up. Tell them.
I'm sure they can hear you.
Okay. Okay. Bye.
Bye-bye. Little brother.
If all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Cook again. And It's a fumble. And it's
Let's
picked up by
go.
the Patriots. The big fella. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
On for the extra point, it's full.
Oh, I missed it. Oh, no, I didn't.
He
I
knocks
was
it
going to say
through.
I missed it.
It's 28-7. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rolling it into the end zone for 6. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. And now out comes Minnesota.
Man, this
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10. To throw is Cousins. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. Finding room at midfield. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position. And that was special there. On the jet sweep, here comes Jefferson. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. On 2nd and 9, Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. We are headed to the 4th here on Thanksgiving night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. They'll run it. Here's Cook. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. To throw, Cousins. And Thielen's
should have jumped up, bro.
touchdown Vikings.
Should have jumped up. That was my
A
fault.
3-yard touchdown pass. And the Vikings have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14.
They got it.
Following
They
the
got it.
touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. So here are the Patriots to take over. They've got the lead yet again in this ball game with their winning streak right now sitting at 10. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Throwing Jones. Now right to board. And he coughed it up.
Oh, no.
And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Oh, boy, you should have been holding that tight, bro.
Cousins now after the fumble recovery. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. A good start there on this fourth quarter drive. They need more of what we just saw.
Down a couple of scores. There's still time. All right, it's not like they're totally out of it, but they have to score quickly, and they're going to need some big-time plays, chunk plays, explosive plays. They need yardage on each snap.
Cousins on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Kyle Duggar just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. From the gun, here's Cousins. It's caught, Smith. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back. But now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Dang it!
This is caught. Touchdown, Adam Thielen. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Vikings have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. They get one more as the extra points up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away.
You gotta pass it to
No run back here for Jones, a touchback. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers. Anyone who's going to lay down a block, don't let there be penetration, because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
Jones. It's Myers again with another catch. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Jones looking around. That one will be incomplete. He caught it but could not stay in bounds for the long. Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. Now Jones. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Work now for Jones and the Patriots here after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it just before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. Cousins. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Cousins to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. That one looks like he'll throw here. Steps away. This is caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. Here's Jones to throw. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Now Jones. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. The Cardinals defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because remember, they had a pick 6 on the other side, and now they get a pick 6 of their own.
Yeah, they actually had to get some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick 6 from earlier in this game.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. And now out come the Patriots. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
Four quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra period to get settled?
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
This one fielded at the 5. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. New England's offense set to go. Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
And not much room to speak of. We'll get about 40 up to the 41. Here comes a big one now in overtime. This is 3rd and inches. Jones, first throw of overtime here. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Decision to be made on 4th and just a few inches in overtime. What do?
I know you've got to weigh it out as a head coach, because if you don't get it, you've turned it over in a great spot for the opposition to go down and win the game. But 4th and inches, I think what most teams do is they say, if we can't get inches, we don't deserve to win anyway.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Juwan Bentley there to get him down. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Cook. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. What can Cousins do in the OT? Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And the Pats are going to have it with a chance to win the game here in overtime. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10.
Right at the 30.
Now Jones. He gets this to Myers. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. To throw is Jones. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
He came through with a nice pass breakup there. Unfortunately, he was on the spot. He's only got left to prevent the 1st down.
Here's Jones. Open man right side, Myers. And he will have a Patriots 1st down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. Jones. Jones hit and the ball's out. Now the Patriots moving quickly, hustling up to the line. Jones. Under pressure, they got him again. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. This one to Bourne, and he's got it. Well, how about this? The very, very rare tie that we just witnessed. Hard to believe.
You don't see it very often. A bonus period of football, yet both teams go home a little bit unsatisfied.
So that's it. No double overtime until the playoffs roll around, so that means this one ends in a tie.
Yeah, that's ultimately...
Oh, well. Was a tie. I'm proud of my performance today, Coach, but it wasn't my personal standards. I want to be the best, so I'm going to keep working. I'm going to keep improving, and I'll get there eventually. Hopefully, Jacoby. I didn't think a short week would affect us that much, but clearly it did, and we didn't get the job done. Yeah, we did, bro. We had multiple turnovers. We had fumble recovery. 2 of them, actually, so we actually kind of did. Let's go. Had a freaking tie. Dang it. Who I'm playing next? Bills, Cardinals, Raiders. Hold on, y'all. Patriots schedule.
The Patriots will play the Steelers on Sunday at noon at Heinz Field.
Oh, I don't want to click that row. More games. So we gotta play the Bengals week 16, and the Dolphins week 17, then the Bills again week 18. All right, bet. It's start getting cold. We in December now, man. What is it doing? Is it bugged? Is it frozen? Or is it taking too long to load? Why is it doing it? Hold on, guys. It's still taking forever to load. But I think that's gonna be it for